Advocate Babasaheb Bhonde High School in Avla welcomes each one of you all back again. Myself, Mrs. Naira Sheikh, your maths teacher, has come up with a new video. Our today's topic is perimeter and area. Students, in the earlier standards, you'll have learned about the various geometrical shapes such as rectangle, triangle, square, circle, etc. Today, we're going to learn about the formula of finding out the perimeter of a rectangle. Let's start. The perimeter of a rectangle is the sum of the length of all the four sides of a rectangle. Now in the rectangle, we see that we have a length and the width. In the same manner, the rectangle formula, if the length of the rectangle, two sides, the parallel sides, are always equal. So in the same manner, the length of the rectangle plus the breadth of the rectangle gives you the perimeter of the rectangle. The second one, the triangle. The perimeter of a triangle is the sum of the length of all the three sides of a triangle. So students, we are all aware that the triangle has three sides, right? So when we add the sum or the numbers of all the three sides of the triangle, we get the perimeter of that triangle. I'll show you an example here. In this figure, you can see a rectangle whose sides are 5 centimeters, 2 centimeters. Once again, the length 5 centimeters and the breadth is 2 centimeters. So let's find out the perimeter of this rectangle. The perimeter of the rectangle is the sum of the length of all the four sides of the rectangle. So please remember that you have to learn the formula for the perimeter of the rectangle, square and the triangle by heart. So in the same manner as we seen in the figure here, 5 centimeters the length plus 2 centimeters the width, again 5 centimeters the length and 2 centimeters the width. We add all the four digits together and we come to the answer 14. 5 plus 2 makes 7. 7 plus 5 makes 12. And 12 plus 2 gives us the answer 14. Therefore, the perimeter of the rectangle is 14 centimeters. Now we move ahead, students, to the perimeter of a square. Now all of you are aware that the square has four equal sides. That means the measurement of all the four sides of the square is always equal. As you see in the figure, the length as well as the breadth of the sides of the square are both the same. 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters and again 2 centimeters. The figure alongside is a square and all of its sides are 2 centimeters long. Let us find the perimeter of the square. So once again, we write down the formula of the perimeter of a square. The perimeter of a square is the sum of the length of all its four sides. That means 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That is 2 plus 2 gives us the answer 4. 4 plus 2 gives us the answer 6. And 6 plus 2 gives us the answer 8. Therefore, the perimeter of the square is 8 centimeters. Now we go ahead towards the triangle. Now a triangle, we are all aware that has three sides, right students? So in the same manner, the sides given mentioned here are 4 centimeters, 6 centimeter and 5 centimeter. So we are going to be finding out the perimeter for this triangle. The perimeter of a triangle is the sum of the length of all the three sides. That makes 4 centimeters plus 5 centimeters plus 6 centimeters. It gives us the answer 15 centimeters. Now once you add all the three digits, you get the answer 15 centimeters, students. Therefore, the perimeter of this triangle is 15 centimeters. Now we'll move ahead towards our exercise. We have given you an image here of a rectangle. Now there are four sides we see of the rectangle, out of which two sides are always the same of measurement. The perimeter of a rectangle is the sum of the length of all the four sides of the rectangle. So the four sides are mentioned here. 1 centimeter plus 4 centimeters plus 1 centimeter plus 4 centimeters. So 1 plus 4 gives you the answer 5, correct. And 1 plus 4 once again gives you the answer 5. So 5 plus 5 gives you the answer 10. Therefore, the perimeter of this rectangle is 10 centimeters. Isn't that easy, students? We move ahead towards the second sum now. The perimeter of a square. Now, here in the image, you're shown the image of a square whose sides measure 3 centimeter each. So, what is the formula now we learned? Yes, the perimeter of a square is the sum of the length of all the 4 sides of the square. That is 3 centimeters plus 3 centimeter plus 3 centimeters plus 3 centimeters. So, when you add that, 3 plus 3 gives you the answer 6, and 6 plus 6 is 12. So, the perimeter for this square is 12 centimeters. Our next sum, there's a triangle given to you, students, here. Now, 3-sided triangle. The measurement of each side is 3 centimeters plus 4 centimeters plus 5 centimeters. So, the perimeter of a triangle is the sum of the length of all the 3 sides of the triangle. So, what answer do we get here, students? 4 plus 3 is? Yes, 7. 7 plus 5? 12. So, the perimeter of this triangle is 12 centimeters. Our next sum, perimeter of a rectangle. Now, a rectangle is shown to us here and we have to take the sum, that is measure all the 4 sides together. So, perimeter of a rectangle is the sum of the length of all the 4 sides of the rectangle. 7 plus 2 gives us the answer 9, and 9 plus 9 is? Correct, it's 18 centimeters. So, the perimeter of this rectangle is 18 centimeters. The next sum, perimeter of a rectangle. Now, the rectangle out here measures 3 centimeters and 4 centimeters. So, the perimeter of a rectangle, once again the formula, is the sum of the length of all the 4 sides of a rectangle. So, 3 plus 4 gives us the answer 7. And 7 plus 7 is? Yes, it's 14. So, the perimeter of this rectangle is 14 centimeters. Now, we are going on to the second sum or the second question of this exercise. The sides of a rectangular field are 150 meters, 120 meters, 150 meter and 120 meter respectively. So, find the perimeter of the field. So, the perimeter of a rectangular field, first you will begin with the formula. Now, what is the formula, students, of a rectangle? Correct. The perimeter of a rectangle is the sum of the lengths of all the 4 sides. So, you have to measure all the 4 sides together. So, 150 plus 120. When you add both these digits, you get the answer 270. Again, there is another digit here, 150 plus 120. Once again, when you add these digits together, you will get the answer 270. And when you add 270 plus 270 together, you get the answer 540. Now we'll begin with today's part of the chapter, that's area. The measure of a place occupied by a figure is the area of the figure. So you might have heard your parents speak about an area of a particular place. So now you know what an area means. It means the measurement of a place occupied by a particular figure. That particular place is known as the area of the place. So the area of a square of side 1 centimeter is read as 1 square centimeter. The area of a side 1 centimeter is used as the standard unit of measurement of an area. So every time that we need to measure an area, it's measured in square centimeters. Please keep this in mind, students. You have to remember this throughout your life. Now, square centimeter and square meter, that's read as SQCM and SQM. These are known as the units of the area. Now here in the figure, you can see a rectangular piece of paper on which we have written numbers, correct? 1, 2, 3, right up to 10. So here is the rectangle piece of paper. It is divided into 10 squares. Now there are 10 squares made over here and each square has a measurement of 1 centimeter. To find out its areas, count the number of squares. So to find the area of the place, I told you have to count the exact number of squares given here. So how many squares are given here, students? Correct. There are 10 squares. That's why the area of the rectangular piece of paper is 10 square centimeter. The exercise begins here, students, now. Find the area of the following figures. All the small squares are of 1 square centimeter area. So you have to count how many squares are there basically. And the amount of squares that are there, that many square centimeters area it comprises of. So the area of the identity card equals to the number of small squares. So how many squares are there, students? You can count them. Correct. There are 24 squares here. Hence, the area of the identity card is 24 square centimeter. The area of the figure. Now there's a figure shown to you here where there are 4 small boxes. So you have to count how many boxes are there here. The number of small squares in the figure equals to how many, students? Yes, there are 4 squares, correct? So therefore the area of the figure is 4 square centimeters. I hope you find this really easy. The next one now. The area of the figure. Now you can see there are many squares made here. You have to count how many squares are there. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yes, there are 7 squares here. Therefore, the area of the figure given here is 7 square centimeters. Students, I hope that this chapter was clear enough to you. I would thank everyone for watching our video and I would request everyone to kindly subscribe to our channel to avail further notifications of our upcoming videos. Thank you and have a nice day.